guys, it's Brittany. We have arrived, finished the third quarter, and now we are in the last quarter of the year. So in 2020, I implemented something new with my channel. I decided to do a series where I do my favorites quarterly, because for the last 5 years, ever since like 2015, I've done a year-end wrap-up where I tell you guys my favorite wigs of the entire year, but you gotta wait until December to watch that. But there's people all the time asking me what my favorite wigs are currently, and so I feel like kind of tracking those favorites at the end of each quarter it's just easier and it's more helpful to you guys. So I do have first quarter and second quarter. You guys can watch that. I'll create a playlist for you guys. And third quarter in the wig streets was different. I did not see the headband craze coming, but boy, did I get on that train. I got on that train early. So yeah, if you don't know, the headband trend popped off in July, like at the beginning. My first wig was the first company to create the human hair headband wigs. Now we're familiar with the synthetic half wigs that have existed since like the 80s and 90s and stuff, and people, you know, they always say that, you know, this isn't anything new, which is true, because when I started my channel, and I tell you guys this all the time for the people who watch me, I started off wearing half wigs and I used to wear thin headbands and stuff, but I stopped wearing them because they were thinning out my edges because I was using the comb on those wigs. So a lot of us started to wear lace frontals and stuff. But this year, I think it's something to do with like the shortage of lace, but I really don't care because I love the trend. That's what people are saying. But the headband trend is just dope. It was a lot when I first introduced Abe on my channel, the Yaki one, and then Destiny. I got a lot of like pushback from a lot of people in my comments and stuff like that. But I'm so glad I didn't like listen to the people that were, you know, complaining and stuff in the comments, because that trend blew up, and subsequently my channel started to grow a lot too from that. So I genuinely love that trend, and it's benefited my channel as well. So obviously I love that trend. So some of my favorite headband wigs that I've tried in the third quarter include Abe. From my first wig was that yaki texture, and it was like a light yaki texture, and it was 16 inches, a nice everyday wig. And I haven't worn it in a couple of weeks, but I love that wig because I haven't worn it in a while because I've been reviewing so many other headband wigs. So Abe is one of my favorites. So is Destiny. Obviously Destiny was going to be on here because I rave about her so much. She is a 3A texture, so she is a looser texture, but unlike a lot of the like wigs like Y wigs and stuff like that, that particular wig is not shiny. I love that the curl, it's a loose curl, but it has a natural luster to it. So that's why I always mention Destiny, because she's not like a lot of the other curly wigs that I've tried in that same kind of curl pattern, but hers doesn't have like an unnatural luster to her. So Destiny is one of my favorites. And the Her Given Hair coily one, that video blew up. That video went crazy, and I knew that video was gonna go crazy, but not like that, because prior to that video I wore that wig probably like a week in advance, and I was just like, this looks so much like my own hair, like it would be my hair. So much so that I said this in my other videos, my mom and my sister, they were like, that looks like your hair. And I was like, yeah, we got a winner here. So that wig is more expensive, but it's totally worth it. And I have featured, you know, dupes and stuff on my channel. So if you haven't seen my headband wig playlist, go check it out. It's a price point and everything for everybody on that playlist. It's very good content on there, so check it out if you haven't already. Let's see what else. And a recent favorite is my signature wig with my first wig called Blossom. And I know it's probably somebody watching like, oh, it's your favorite because it's your wig, but no. My wig Blossom is inspired by Model Model's Pop Blossom, which is my absolute favorite synthetic curly wig of all time, but in that particular color that Model had, which was PB Cinnamon, they discontinued that, and Model was like, when I DM'd them, they were like, we're not bringing that back. So luckily my first wig wanted to collaborate to, you know, create my own signature headband wig, and I really appreciate that. And shout out to you guys again for showing that video so much love. I got my Pop Blossom back, but this time in a human hair version. So the curl pattern is 3A to 3B. So it's a little bit more textured and kinky than Destiny. So there is a difference. So if you want something that's kind of in between what Destiny is and what the coily texture from Her Given Hair is, it's like in the middle. It's a really nice happy medium there. So I love the curl pattern, the volume, and the highlights that they included with that wig, but you can also get it in a natural color. And for human hair wigs, a natural color kind of looks like a number 2. So you have the option to get it like the Pop Blossom PB Cinnamon kind of color or a natural color. So love that one, and you'll probably see me on the gram with that one a lot, because that's a wig that just looks like me. I feel like that's just my look right there. So, and as far as synthetic half wigs, I did have a lot of people when I first started to do the headband wig videos that wanted videos that were, they wanted some options that were more affordable. So I started doing lookbooks soon after those videos that featured synthetic wigs. So I've done part 1, part 2, and part 3. And out of all of those wigs I've tried, the best one is Sensational's Alpha Woman. And a lot of people were telling me Alpha Woman is sold out in a lot of places, and it's for good reason. She has a nice like 16-inch length. She has a natural medium density, and it has that nice yucky texture, but it's not like too yucky. It is so beautiful and natural, and I love Sensational's Alpha Woman. And that is one of few synthetic wigs on my list, but she is a winner. Highly recommend that one. Another wig I wanted to include in my third quarter favorites was actually a wig that I thought was nice at first, but I wore it like a week or 2 later and was like, whoa, this is really, really nice. The wig is the Italian blowout wig from OMG Her Hair. I knew the wig was nice in the initial review, but like I said, two weeks later or so, I decided to wear her again, and I was like, this looks like scalp. That lace on that wig melted down, and I did a reel on my Instagram with no makeup, and you guys know, well, some of you guys know, if you can wear a wig and you don't have to put on makeup to make it look good, that wig is bomb. So that wig looked like it was my hair. I'm gonna try to insert that reel if I can, but OMG Her Hair did a great job on that wig. The texture and everything was perfect. The sign of a really good wig, it all starts with the lace, especially with human hair wigs, but with synthetic wigs too. It all starts with the kind of lace, and it just melted down so good. And I like OMG Her Hair. I've worked with them several times over the last like maybe 3 years. Because they give you a lot of quality with their wigs, but it's like a really reasonable, fair price. So if you're somebody who's looking to invest in a human hair wig, but you don't want to spend like the higher end prices that you've seen featured on my channel, which is understandable, they have a really great like price point for you guys. And lastly, because I just want to include my absolute favorites, I don't like putting stuff that I kind of like on here, just the favorites. The last one is the wig that I am wearing now. I told you guys in my Kamaya review that I was going to feature her in this third quarter favorites video, because I knew right away that she was a favorite, and that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it takes me wearing a wig, you know, 3 or 4 times to know if I really like it. But this is day 2 as I'm wearing this wig, and she is perfection. Specifically in this color, which is the ginger brown color. It has browns and auburns in it, which is perfect for fall. I think this is just stunning. Outre, they do color better than like everybody. So she is perfection. She really is. I gave her a 10, which you guys know never happens. I rarely give out 10s. She had a little bit of thinness at the crown here, but it wasn't enough to knock her down a whole bunch of points. I think she is so nice, and she has a nice light yaki texture. So this could be worn in the warmer months because she's not super thick, but she still has enough volume for me. So Kamaya is perfection. So that was all of the wigs that were my favorites for the third quarter. Look out for the fourth quarter favorites, or tell me if you want me to do like the fourth quarter favorites and then do like a year-end wrap-up of my absolute favorites. I can do that. I can also do a separate video of all of my favorite headband wigs, like my top 10 or top 5, because at this point, by the end of the year, I probably will have reviewed like maybe 30 or 40 by the end of the year, because I'm already at like 17. So y'all just let me know what kind of favorites videos you would like when it comes to my wigs, and I'll have something cooked up for you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. Make sure you are subscribed, because we are on the road to 150K. You guys just got me to 140, and I really appreciate you guys. Shout out to my Premier Squad. If you want to be a part of Premier Squad, all you have to do is turn on your notifications. Well, first of all, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at iFancyCupcakes, and follow my planner YouTube channel called Hearts in a Plan, and my planner Instagram also called Hearts in a Plan, and support me there if you're into planning and, you know, organizing your schedule and stuff like that. I show how I decorate my planner, but I'm also gonna start incorporating art and stuff like that on that channel. So tune in and support if you would like. If you don't, if it's not your thing, that's fine too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Oh, and tell me down below, what have been your favorite wigs thus far? This third quarter kind of threw a wrench in the game with the headband wigs. Just tell me your favorite wigs thus far, and just talk to me down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.